So hello everybody to the second episode of N8n Gold. And in today's episode, we're gonna learn how create an agent that auto inbox totally free and manages all of your email that are present that flows into your inbox. That agent that we're gonna build today will be able to reply to all of your email on your behalf, is going to analyze all of the email, create summary of all those emails for you. It is going to notify you on the emails that you receive. And last but not least, you can ask it anything about and it is going to answer that. So without wasting any time, let's take this off. Let's focus off. Head to the screen. So here we are into our N8n instance. We're just gonna dive into the last workflow that we created video. We created this in the last episode. If you haven't watched it, go watch it first to learn the basics of N8n. Let's delete this agent. And today I'm gonna show you how to utilize AI to create your web flows and make them flows this thing too. And now the first thing that we are gonna add is a chat trigger. After adding our chat trigger, let's add our AI agent. After that, let's connect our chat model. I'm gonna choose Grok chat model, and from here, the model that I'm gonna pick is obviously K2 instruct. As I told you in the last episode, that each model is designed for a specific task, and K2 is best for large messages, large message processing, and workflows. So I'm gonna choose this. Now let's connect simple memory and make it remember. Let's make it remember 70 messages. I know that's a lot, but it is going to be helpful for us. We don't want our agent to lose the data discussed about in few conversations ago. Now, in order to add tools, let's just add our Gmail tool, because mainly our Gmail tool. Now for tools, let's add Gmail, because we are going to manage our Gmail inbox. That's why we need to connect to Gmail. Now, to connect to Gmail, there in here, we just have to come here and click sign in with Google. And after clicking, this pop-up is going to open. From here, we gotta choose at what account do we want to connect. I'm gonna just connect this my temporary account. I'm gonna select all the permissions and click continue. And just like that, our Gmail has been successfully connected to our N8n instance. Let's close this pop-up. We have successfully connected our inbox to our admin. Now our AI agent can manage our inbox smoothly. Now, so after that, let me choose the operations. Send. I'm gonna like AI decide the subject and AI decide the message. And yeah, there are two options in N8n. When you send a normal message to Gmail, it doesn't allow you to add an HTML or a specific formatted page using HTML. But when you use N8n, you can use HTML, through which you can design custom emails. Else you can just use simple text. I'm gonna keep it as HTML operations. Set to send. Let's copy and paste this, or let's connect this tool to this. You can open a node by double clicking on it. Here, let's change the operation to get many, because when you choose simple get as record ID, a message ID is required. But when you choose get many, it gets all of the emails that it requires. But AI choose these two things, and this return all option too. The AI is going to manage this. Now let's connect our Gmail node again for another operation, and after that it is going to use the message ID that it got from get many operation of Gmail and paste it in this field, and then use a delete message function to delete our emails. Now let's connect our Gmail again, because there are some other things that we want our AI to do. Here, instead of send, let's make it mark as read and message ID. Yeah, I decides that. Now let's use this brush. As I told you in the last episode, you can use this tidy up brush to tidy up your workflow, just so it doesn't look messy. Let's save our workflow. And you can see here in our AI agent, we haven't added any kind of system prompt for our AI agent. So if we have just connected our nodes to this agent, and let's try to talk to this. Let's say that hello dear, can you check my inbox latest emails, and let's send this. The AI agent has stored our message in the simple memory and triggered the get many messages operation. And right now the model is crafting a response for us. And that is the reason that I used K2, because it supports large message processing, which simply means that it can process a long data format in a single time. or in a sync. So sent the message. It has saved our message to a simple memory. Then it headed to Grok model. Then Grok model triggered the get many message operation. Then saved those emails that it got from our inbox into the simple memory and headed back to Grok model just to craft a report of those email or a summary of those emails. Now let's wait. Model is crafting the response for us. So right here we have encountered an error, which is that your request is invalid and could not be processed by the service. Now this simply means that the emails were too long to be processed by the model, and the model has reached its limit. So let's choose a model that can process a larger amount of data than this. And for that, we can choose Llama 3.3, which is only smart enough to follow what you say. Also, we can use OpenGPT OSS 120B, which is a general chat model. Let's just use this. Let AI decide how many messages do we want. Let's send this message. Get the AI triggered get many email node, first of all. Then it had it to simple memory to save those emails. Then it headed back to the Grok model to craft a response. It saved the response into simple memory, then gave us the response in our chat. Now overall, this is just the emails directly given to us, and we don't want this yet. Let's focus on this overall observation. Now the model has crafted a full-fledged response for us, or full-fledged summary for us, telling us that the one email was for security and account related. The top email is Google security alert warning, and the second is productive document services, which contains two messages that are from PDF file. And just like that, we have promotional content, label, distribution, etc. Now, as we have used the memory node, the agent remembers what we commanded him to do last time. Now, if we ask him to mark off the emails as read, and the second task we wanted to do is send an email to Google saying, okay, I got it. Now, obviously, Google isn't gonna receive our email, as the email that Google actually uses is for its automated system that actually processes in the background. There isn't any human working on the back end for these emails. Now it's using mark message as read in Gmail operation to mark all of the emails as read and saving all of that data one by one in the simple memory. Let's wait. Okay, sends an email to Google saying that security alert message. Okay, I got it. Well done. So we have successfully tested our AI agent without a prompt, and it's actually working. Now, this simply means that we don't need a prompt for this AI agent. If we only use a prompt for AI agent, if we want it to do a complex task that it can't understand on its own. Let's rename this to email zero. Here is our email management AI created. Now let's create another AI let's create another AI that is going to be responsible for replying to all of the emails that we receive in our inbox. Let's add a node which is going to be a Gmail node, and let's choose trigger on message receipt, which simply means whenever we receive a message in our Gmail. And whenever we receive a message in our Gmail, let's go to our Gmail and send an email to our inbox. Now from here, let's compose an email. We are sending it to subject is simple temp message. Hi, this is a thing message. Now let's go here, fetch test event. Okay, so it isn't working. That we need to create a separate workflow for each function. Let's click execute workflow, and here we have received our message. Hi, this is a testing message. Now let's use an AI agent because we want our AI agent to reply to this message. Now, as I told you in the last episode, that when you use a chat trigger node, you use connected to chat trigger as a source for a prompt. But as right now, we have received a data from a different source, which is Gmail in this scenario. We're going to choose define below and write our details here. For example, from like the person we have received this email from. We're going to drag it and place it here. Then we're gonna give the model the actual message. Let's see, here is the message named as snippets. The model doesn't know what it has to do with this data. So what we're gonna do is we are going to add a system message and write a prompt for our AI model that whenever he receives an email His work is to reply to that email with an appropriate message. Now let me write the prompt and message. You are a Gmail reply manager. You have been given the email of the person who sent the message, the subject of the email, and the actual body of the email. Your work is to analyze this email, craft a comprehensive, detailed, tailored reply, and send it to this person. Always act as a human. Never ask questions. Do the tasks that have been commanded, and no reward what. Always reply to the email contains a question. Reply. Do not make anything from your own. Use the data that you have. And very good. We have crafted our very short and nice little prompts for our AI agent, which says that you are a Gmail reply management. You have been given the email of the person who sent the message, the subject of the email, and the actual body of the email. Her work is to analyze this email, craft a comprehensive, detailed, tailored reply, and send it to the person. Always acts as a human, never ask question. Do the tasks that have been commanded. Your email, it should be your word. Now let's copy this prompt. Use ChatGPT to make this prompt packet. When I paste it into ChatGPT, draw a bar. Ask him to improve for my AI reply management. Now ChatGPT is going to write it into a format that models can actually understand much better. Let's copy this. Now this is the prompt that we are going to use. And it's one of the best things that I've learned in my journey in learning N8n, which is that you use AI to train AI and use AI to make AI work so that you don't have to take the headache. The AI does everything for you. Now, just like that, we have our AI agent done. Let's save it. Let's go back to YT video workflow and copy our email nodes from here. Right? We are not going to configure all of the nodes again and again and again. We're going to just copy, and you can paste the nodes in, and let's copy all of these nodes because we already have configured them. Let's go to the new workflow that we have created and paste this here. Chat model, memory, and one by one, let's connect our two. So now the benefit of doing this is that we don't have to configure all of the nodes again and again. It saves a little bit of time. Now let's execute the workflow and test it. Right now, the Gmail has received the email. Okay, it's a simple memory. Just got an error. Let's stop the workflow, delete the simple memory, and add the simple memory again. Now I just know what was the problem. The problem that actually happened was that because the session key or the session ID is always generated from a trigger, which is chat node. If you use another trigger except chat node, this thing never gets generated. We gotta paste something here that stays permanent every time when Gmail gives data, and that are going to be unread. So let's use this ID and execute the workflow again. Just like that, the memory has been successfully used. Send Gmail. Let's see what a reply has been sent. Let's check for the reply. Read temp message. Now the reply was, "Hi Imran, thank you for reaching out. I received your text message successfully. Let me know if there's something specific you'd like to, or if you need any assistance with our service. Special regards, your name." It wrote your name because we haven't told him our personal name. Now this thing, the email was sent with this looks kind of very fishy, the customers and the receiver, and it also gives an awkward vibe. Now to remove this, what we're gonna do is come to this node of send message, open it, click on add option and CC, and click on BCC, and append N8n attribution and disable it. Now this line that this message was sent with the help of N8n, automatically this line won't be contained in the emails further. Let's execute the workflow again. Okay, no message were received to our Gmail that were unread. Let's reply. May I know what our model? Let's send this message off. It has been sent. Let's trigger the execute workflow again. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Okay, so the Gmail trigger received an actual message from the inbox. It's crafted a reply and sent to our email. And here we have received the email, and our definition of how AI models actually work has been created by the AI model. And now when we activate this workflow and save it, whenever we are gonna receive
a message, the AI model is automatically going to reply. We don't need to click on execute workflow every time. Now let's test this thing too. Okay, thank you. We're gonna receive a reply back to this thing. If you go to executions, this is the tab of executions where you see how many attempts or how many times workflow got executed and how many times it succeeded and when it figured and when it got an error. Let's see. Okay, so we have received our reply from our AI agent on our on our message. Thank you. It's saying, "Hi, Imran, you're welcome. I'm glad that overview was helpful. If you have any more questions about AI models, need clarification on specific types, or want guidance on a particular project, just let me know. I'm happy to help. Best regards. Your name, your position, your company contact information." Because we haven't provided this information to the model, it just writes these fields. If we give the model the information, it is actually going to add our name, our real contact number, our contact information in the. And that was it for today's video. We learned how to create your own personal AI email manager that people actually sell for thousands of dollars, so that their email inbox stay cleaned and managed. And you can create one for yourself for absolutely free using N8n, like I've showed you today. Then we have configured and created our own AI reply management that replies to the emails that we received in our inbox, so that our inbox stays managed. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.